Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is ECW. We've made it to the show of the week. I know you were dying to see it. Well, don't worry anymore because we are here. Greatness has arrived and I know you are all celebrating the fact that that is the case. We are here in Belfast, Northern Ireland for tonight's edition of ECW, and as always, it promises to be a great episode. How do I know that? A, because I'm the general manager of this brand, and B, Seth freaking Rollins is in action. And as opposed to last week, tonight I will guarantee Seth Rollins is going to be in action. I will make sure that he is in the main event here tonight, where he goes one-on-one against the phenomenal one half of the ECW Tag Team Champions, AJ Styles, in what promises to be an incredible main event. We don't give out pay-per-view caliber main events on ECW all the time, but when we do, you know it's going to be a damn big episode of ECW. The road to Survivor Series is looking pretty damn strong for the ECW brand. However, there is one scenario surrounding everything really to do with the Survivor Series pay-per-view itself. Of course, to do with the Four Horsemen and the Elite. Well, tonight we'll see if anything will change in regards to that. All four members of the Four Horsemen are in action, and we're going to kick things off with them right now as the team of Roderick Strong and Apollo Crews will take on the Usos. Alright, let's see what will happen in this opening contest as the Usos will get ready to come out first. This should be a very interesting one. The first match, or the first tag team match rather I should say, for the new Four Horsemen. And it'll certainly play into seeing how they can perform, seeing how they'll be able to work as a group now. And that is incredibly important to pay attention to when you think about the challenge put forth by Kenny Omega yesterday on SmackDown Live. Omega came out and said that he wants to fight the Four Horsemen at Survivor Series. He wants to take them on. But of course, it is not down to Omega to decide whether or not the Horsemen are fighting at Survivor Series. That's down to the leader himself, Chris Jericho. Now Jericho is in action next, so he could decide to do that if he wants to, but we'll have to just wait and see. As for right now, the Four Horsemen are going to be in tag team action, and we're going to try and turn their attention away from it and just focus on the tag match here tonight. They've got the Usos, which by no means is an easy opponent to have. Jimmy and Jay, you know, ever since they've possessed this new attitude to them, they've had an awful lot more going their way as well. And first out we see Roderick Strong. Doesn't seem as if right now the Horsemen are coming out with one another yet. Maybe that's just a thing for now. I don't know why they've done that, but here comes Roddy Strong anyway towards the ring. Yeah, I am kind of confused as to why he's coming out on his own and not with Apollo Crews, but oh well, I guess. Anyway, Roddy heading into the ring. Of course, now kind of one of the senior members of the Four Horsemen. Jericho, the leader. I mean, you could call Roddy a co-leader if you want, but I think Roddy's more of he's more like a second in command. He's still got some things to learn from Jericho, from the veteran. But the keys to the Horsemen will next be in possession of Roddy Strong, I would guess. But as for right now, here comes the man getting ready to learn about the Horsemen, getting ready to become a Four Horsemen member, Apollo Crews, getting set to make his career within this universe and within ECW. And what better way to do it than with the Four Horsemen? I picked up this guy, as I've said before, not because I just wanted someone to fill in the gaps in this brand, but because I saw talent in Apollo Crews. I saw ability in Apollo Crews. And now under the Four Horsemen with Chris Jericho leading the way, with Arn Anderson watching from afar and giving them advice from time to time, you know this is going to be a great, tutoring for Apollo Crews. If you look at what it's done for Baron Corbin, you can see how well the Four Horsemen's worked. Corbin, of course, already having been left to go on his own way as an honorary Horseman member. Last week didn't go over the best for Baron Corbin, but still got his strength to him and still able to always inflict it on his opponents. But here we go. We're underway in this one. Roddy Strong going to start off. I think it's against Jey Uso. I'm not 100% sure on that one. Well, that didn't get off to the best of starts for him. If it is Jey Uso, as he got blasted in the face there. Roddy, though, sent to the outside early on. Alright, I've just been informed. That's my bad. This is Jimmy in the ring. Or out of the ring now, I guess you could say. And Jey on the outside into the ring steps there early on. Goes Jimmy Uso now. Roddy Strong perhaps trying to show that there is a mean streak to the Horsemen now that needs to be taken into account with how rough and ready ECW's gotten recently, with the ECW tag team division as well being filled with a lot of, I mean, literally rough and ready talents. You know, the likes of the Wyatt family, the Authors of Pain, the Usos even, who are willing to go to any lengths to get their wins. You've got to be rough as well. And even the tag team champions, I guess you could say that's about as well. Great counter there by Roddy Strong, and here he goes now, the master of the backbreaker, going to work. Lovely backbreaker there onto Jimmy Uso. Jey Uso wanted him, but he ain't going to get it. He's going to have to wait his turn. I'll tell you someone who's not going to be waiting their turn any longer, and that's Apollo Crews. Tag made. In comes one of the newest members of the Four Horsemen. The other newest member will be getting his chance later on tonight against the Cruiserweight Champion. That's right, Rich Swann will take on Neville later on tonight. Great stuff here right now from Jey Uso, though, off the tag, sending Crews to the outside and taking the advantage right away. A lot of champions in action tonight. 3 champions. Only champion we don't see here tonight, and to be fair, we're not going to be seeing any of them tonight, and that's the Wyatt family, despite their big win last week. I think it's time we focus on ECW talents beside the Wyatt family for a change in this tag team division as well. After their way of beating DIY last week as well by literally forcing Johnny Gargano to pass out. It's kind of proof in the pudding that there is still a hell of a lot of desire in the Wyatt family to become ECW Tag Team Champions once more. Jey Uso right now has Crews up for an angle slam, maybe. Crews does a great job there, punched his way out, and look at that by Crews into a powerbomb reversal. Beautiful counter there by Crews, and now he's in the driver's seat of this one. Jey Uso in huge trouble following that. That is a world-class counter. That's a veteran-like reversal by Apollo Crews. Tag made. Back in comes Roddy now. Big boot in the face. Jimmy wants in again, and he's not going to get it right now. You have to wait this turn. He may not have to wait that much longer. Look at this now. Jey Uso with a DDT down on Roddy. And that little opening may have given the Usos the advantage they need to get back into this one. It was going very well for the Horsemen temporarily, but now it's going to go the way of the Usos. Went for the Swanton there. Didn't get it, and Roddy will capitalize here. Roll up by Roddy, now going to look for the win. Only a 1 count. Sending him into his own corner. A bit ambitious there by Roddy Strong. Might end up paying for it. Or not. 3 chops in the corner. And Jey Uso will go down. Roddy doing a strong job there. No pun intended. But Jey Uso looking to stop that there. Double underhook suplex. And once more the turn of the Usos. Trying to get control in this one. Needs to happen here. A tag needs to be made. Some double team moves need to happen if they want to win this one, because right now it is all Four Horsemen when it comes to actually working as a tag team. Suplex attempt. Great work there by Roddy to get himself out of that one, but he walks right into the corner of the Usos. Got himself in huge trouble there and eats the turnbuckle. Tag made now. Jimmy Uso back in. And there's the Usos starting to take control. Apollo Crews wanted the tag there, but he wasn't going to get it. Roddy Strong in a lot of trouble now off of that tag. Big knee in the face. That caught him right in the money. What will Jimmy Uso look for now? Got him in position, looking for some kind of slam. Great counter there by Roddy Strong. The opening is here for him now if he can capitalize on it. In the corner goes Jimmy Uso, and the tag is made once more into Cruz now. Double reverse suplex, using the ropes to their advantage here. What will Cruz be able to do now? Kick in the gut, quickly countered. Look at that though by Cruz, using his strength. Great counter, and takes him down there. Clubbing blows, showing the drive and desire from Apollo Crews there. Roddy showing the wear and tear of his ability within this matchup as he leans against the apron. But here comes Jimmy Uso now. DDT caught Cruz on the money. Great way to try and slow down the pacing of this match and make it go back to the Usos as well. Apollo Crews was filled with fire there in that moment, but quickly taken away from him courtesy of Jimmy Uso. What's Uso going to look for now? Great dodge there by Cruz. Well rolled out of the way. Caught him with the enziguri. This is a great opening now. That enziguri came from out of nowhere. And there's the counter though by Jimmy Uso. Great stuff there. And a suplex to follow up will floor Cruz. Could one little mistake cause a great deal of problems for the four horsemen here? In the turnbuckle is Cruz. He's stuck there with nowhere to go. Great counter though. Clocked him with that clothesline. Apollo Crews showing no quit and all fight. Death Valley driver there. And as Roderick Strong watches on right now as his protege goes to work. Caught. Super kick! What a kick by Jimmy Uso. And that one, if you ask me, has done it. Into the cover. Roddy Strong breaks it up at an early 1 count. That was something he had to do. It was something he couldn't afford to risk. Apollo Crews perhaps kicking out. He had to take matters into his own hands there and stop Jimmy Uso from getting the win. Once more, Roddy trying to will Crews on there, but nothing came of it. Cruz getting worked over right now. Is the tag going to be made into Jey Uso? Yes, it will. And now Jey gets to slowly work over Apollo Crews as well, sending him into that turnbuckle once more. Cruz catches the boot again. Massive clothesline. The chance is still there for Cruz. And he's going to capitalize on it. Tag made. Back in comes Roddy Strong. Look at this by the Horsemen. Beautiful tag team maneuver. Roddy now in position. Can he be the saving grace for the Horsemen here? Roddy has him. Roddy, end of heartache. Into the cover. Jimmy Uso can't get up to his feet on the outside. And oh, it's a kick out at 2. I think for a second there, Roddy thought he had him, but it wasn't the case. Jey Uso still fighting on. And Roddy wanted to take flight there, but before he knows it, Jimmy Uso's tagged in. Uso! Well, that was very ambitious by Roddy, and also stupid comes to mind. Not too sure why he thought he could connect with that one, but it's still great stuff by Roddy right now. Able to make that tag right away. What are we going to see from these two men now? Double backstabber. Fair play for their first tag match. They're working together perfectly. Quick tags in and out. It's really giving them an opening here. Great trio of strikes there by Apollo Crews. And now he's feeling pretty damn good about something. Crews calling him up to his feet. Went for a clothesline there. And an incredible reversal by Jimmy Uso. Jimmy going to go up to the top rope now. We look for the Uso splash. Oh, if he was. Crews rolled over to try and get himself out of it. That's great stuff. But once more, he will go up to the top rope here. Desperate for victory is Jimmy Uso. Calling up Crews to his feet here. Will this pay off? He's going to fly. Corkscrew sent on. It was like a cannonball into Apollo Crews, but it doesn't affect Crews one bit. Beautiful move there by Apollo Crews now. What can he do? He's got an incredible opening here. He's got all the ability, all the talent to get the win here for the Horsemen. And Cruz is getting ready to show it off. Standing shooting star press to Jimmy Uso. And will this time be a success for him? No, it won't. There's the counter again by Uso. Great counter back though by Cruz. Turns him round. This time he's got him in place. The back suplex into the power bomb by Cruz into the cover. Jey Uso. Oh, he made the save. He flung himself into that one to try and save the match. And now it's going into insanity in the ring now. It's all breaking apart. Super kick to Roddy Strong. What an opening tag team match. This is super kick to Cruz. What are they doing? Why is he going after Roddy of all people? I don't know. Why he went after Roddy for a moment. But that super kick could have turned things around. And it could be the Uso splash. Great save by Roddy now. Incredible. Roddy getting a bit desperate for victory there. And look at this now. Jey Uso taking matters into his own hands on the outside there. Big headbutt. Roddy sent flying. 2-on-1 advantage now for the Usos. This could be the end. No, it won't be, because there's Cruz with the counter. And Cruz on his own has got to fight off both Usos temporarily. What strength there in that belly to belly. Counter though by Jimmy Uso. Forearm shot. Spinning kick in the gut. Cruz is in trouble. Cruz is being sent into the turnbuckle. And this is where inexperience may cost him. The Usos. Double super kick. And that one, I was about to say that one could well end it, but it's not going to be. Jey Uso continuing to pummel on Cruz here. They're really trying to just beat into Cruz on his Horseman debut. And finally, Cruz is able to counter again. He needs to make the tag into Strong here if they want to stand any chance of victory. But Jey Uso not allowing it. And he's going to make the tag back into Jimmy. Roddy finally in, and basically a collision in midair. Then nothing happened as a result of it. Jimmy sends Roddy into the turnbuckle now. Oh no, it's not going to be one for... It is going to be one for him as well. Double super kick to Roddy. The Usos suddenly starting to work as an incredibly well-oiled tag team. And they are preventing the Four Horsemen from getting an advantage at any moment. Roddy in a world of trouble right now, as is Cruz. This was meant to be a tough test for the Horsemen, and it has proved to be exactly that. What will Jey Uso look to do? He's just doing kind of very basic maneuvers right now. Stomps, working on the arm. It's not really going much in the way of actually being able to end this match. There's Roddy with a reversal though. Big knee in the face. And can he use it to his advantage here? Bringing him in. Tiger Bomb maybe. Tiger Bomb backbreaker. Obviously, Roddy breaking all the backbreaker moves that he can right now to try and get victory. There's a definitive backbreaker. Roddy Strong all of a sudden working with everything within him. He's found a second wind right now and he's capitalizing from it. Cruz is practically out of it on the outside right now. Roddy left to fight on his own and he's doing a damn good job of it. Roddy, back suplex. Oh, dumps him down on his face. This could be Roddy's opening for victory for the Horsemen. He's going to send him into the turnbuckle. Not too sure what the plan is there. Counter by Jey Uso. He had plenty of time to read it. Uh-oh, turns him round. And it's going to be an atomic drop and a potential tag here. No, maybe not. Jey Uso in position. He's going to send him into the turnbuckle, but Jimmy ain't looking so fresh right now as he clings onto the apron. Big kick in the gut. Uh-oh. And a big headbutt into the back. Cover after it here, trying to put him away for good. Cruz slowly in. but it's okay as Roddy kicks out at 2. Cruz should be frustrated with himself there. In fact, he couldn't stop that one in time. Roddy had to force himself to kick out, and oh, there goes Cruz. No respect from the Usos at all. And with him sent for a ride. Oh, is it going to be this again? No, this time they're actually going to look for the win. The Usos are going to spoil the debut of the Horsemen. The Uso splash. Jimmy into the cover on Roddy. Can Roddy kick out with one? Yes, he can. What a kick out. How is he kicking out of so much here? Great counter there by Roddy again. And a clothesline will deck him down. Can Roddy find something from nothing? Yes, he can. Roddy Strong, end of heartache. He caught him on the money. Jey Uso can't respond on the outside. And it's victory for the Horsemen. From the clutches of defeat once more, the Horsemen rise to celebrate victory. How? Wow. How, I don't know. But what a fight from both. That was something to be proud of. That was the fight of a Horseman. That was a never say die attitude from the moment they got out and the bell rung. That is a victory for the Horsemen, but at an incredibly tough cost of having to give it all to try and beat the Usos. I'm not trying to be offensive to the Usos, but if it took that much to beat them, how much is it going to take to defeat the Wyatt family, Authors of Pain, or even the tag team champions? Cruz showed his worth there, but it's Roddy who gets the win. Great stuff there for the Horsemen, and we'll see if they can continue on their streak of wins here tonight. Coming up next, Chris Jericho in action. He's going one-on-one against Sheamus. Well, here we go. Let's see if, like I said, if the Horsemen's streak of wins can continue on. But one thing that Chris Jericho will definitely have to do, I don't know if they're here this week. I have no idea if they flew overseas, but he's going to have to keep his head over his shoulder to make sure that we don't see the arrival of the Elite. But he also can't afford to turn his attention away from this man, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus, who comes towards the ring. Sheamus' record in ECW as of late may not be the best, but you cannot ignore the ability of the Celtic Warrior. You can't ignore his strength for 1 second. By the time you do, you are paying for it with an almighty bro kick. And you're looking up at the lights as the Celtic Warrior celebrates victory. Sheamus looking for a big win here tonight. And what bigger way to get a win than win over the leader of the Four Horsemen. One of the, I guess you could say one of the men right now with the most attention on him in this ECW roster, who is not a champion. That's for sure. So it could be a great chance for Sheamus here. Survivor Series coming up. The ECW Television Championship will be defended at the event, but we don't know the number one contender right now. If Sheamus picks up the win right now, it could be him. We'll just have to find out, because here comes his opponent. The leader of the Four Horsemen, Chris Jericho, who has not commented on last week's attack from the Elite yet. And I assume we're all anxiously waiting to hear from Jericho on that attack. As for right now, his focus is on this match as he heads towards the ring. And we'll see what Jericho will be able to pull off now. Seeing more of his entrance than we managed to see last week, that's for sure, before he was blindsided by Omega and laid through the announce table. Of course, if you want to talk about going through the announce table, should have seen last week as well. Last night even, my apologies, on SmackDown, Luke Gallows getting revenge on Roman Reigns by doing the exact same thing, sending Reigns through the announce table to make sure they get the message heading into Survivor Series. Well, Chris Jericho's had a message sent to him from Kenny Omega last night on SmackDown, and it's time for Jericho to respond to it. Will Jericho respond to it tonight, though? Well, I hope so. It would be great to see Jericho have something to say about Survivor Series, about the Horsemen and the Elite against each other. But as for right now, Jericho's got to focus on taking on Sheamus one-on-one. A tough task for him. Let's see if he can overcome it. Here we go. Collar elbow time to get things underway. Jericho wanted to try and get Sheamus in a bit of an awkward position. Sheamus far more of a brawler than anything else. And so he's looking to try and take him out of his comfort zone. But Sheamus able to use his strength there to push Jericho down on the ground in the Fujiwara armbar position. Wrench him back a little bit on that arm now. But Jericho will be able to get himself out of that one. Flying forearm for the leader of the Horsemen. And Jericho putting the boots to Sheamus now. Showing his frustration from last week for sure. But you don't want to do that too much. You don't want to make too much of a mistake around Sheamus, because he can capitalize and he can make you pay. As I said, of course, earlier with a bro kick and a 1-2-3. But Jericho staying on the mindset at hand right now, and is making life awfully difficult for Sheamus. Oh, boots in the face there by Jericho. No respect showing right now. He's all about business. With the clap around the ears there, but oh, Sheamus makes him pay for it and takes him down with a strong STO. Big clothesline sends down Jericho now, and Sheamus feeling in a pretty good mindset, looking pretty damn good as well right now. Jericho in trouble. Back suplex there. And the match has gone around into Sheamus's way. Maybe not. There's the counter by Jericho now. Nice stuff. A little bit of a back and forth start between these two men as they try and find the strengths and weaknesses to one and the other. Another nice suplex there, but Sheamus's large frame able to help him get to the ropes. Look at these now, chops and strikes. And here goes Jericho, forearm shot and the bulldog follow-up. Classic Jericho right there as he now goes up to the top rope. Will this pay off for Y2J? Moonsault there by Jericho. Incredible move to see from the veteran as he goes for the cover on Sheamus, who kicks out in an early one. What will Jericho look to do? Brings him into the middle of the ring. Jericho, lion salt to Sheamus, into the cover after it, and Sheamus with an early kick out there. Trying not to stay down for too long. Certainly trying to make life difficult for Jericho if he wants to get the win. And now here comes the strength of the Celtic Warrior. Got him brought in here. Perched him up and hung him out to dry on the ropes. Stun gun there right on those ropes. Jericho's going to be feeling that one. The crushing pain on his throat. Oh, this is not where you want to be. Oh, I thought Sheamus might have gone for the clubbing blows as he's hung up in the ropes, but not the case. We're getting a bit of a brawl going on the outside here. Face first into the announce table for Sheamus, and a neck breaker on the thin padding. Chris Jericho is taking it to Sheamus right now. This is much more vicious from Jericho now, all of a sudden. It was Sheamus who instigated sending him to the outside, and it's Jericho who's making him pay for doing it. Look at these shots here from Jericho. Sends him down once more, and this count is getting very deep now. I kind of hope this match doesn't end up being a count out. And it won't be, because there we go, we're back in the ring. But Jericho's certainly very vicious there in the moment, as he used all he could to his advantage against Sheamus. Into the turnbuckle now. Ref goes down. Should have got out of the way of Sheamus running, to be fair. That's his own fault, the div. Up on the top rope now. This could be dangerous for Jericho. This could backfire, and there it is, backfiring. Sheamus going to fly. Oh, big shoulder tackle. Lovely stuff there by Sheamus. And here he goes now, up on his shoulders. White noise incoming. And he gets all of it on Jericho. To try and put away Y2J here. Not going to even get a 1 count. Wow. Great stuff there by Chris Jericho as Sheamus continues to go to work here now. Trying to get victory by any means. Could it be a bro kick on its way? There it is! Speak of it and it strikes. Bro kick to Jericho with 1, 2. Wow! Jericho out right away. Last week has invigorated Jericho. It's got him fired up. It's got him pissed off. Jawbreaker counter by Jericho. Code breaker by Jericho. That one could end it. Just as his Horsemen members before. One little slip up and Jericho will capitalize. Into the cover goes Y2J with 1, 2, 3. Chris Jericho, your winner here. He may not have responded yet, but a message firmly sent to Omega and the Elite as a whole. You have enraged Chris Jericho, and you may well pay for it. Jericho isn't done celebrating his win, much the same as Omega did yesterday with Sheamus. With Cesaro, rather, I should say. Jericho's looking to use Sheamus for the same example. This is not something I'd expect to see from someone as well respected as Jericho, but last week I think has caused him to snap. To the axe handle from the top there. Jericho with a lion salt to Sheamus. And now the finishing blow on its way. Kenny Omega, hope you're watching. There's a code breaker. And Jericho is demanding a microphone following that. Jericho almost mocking Omega right there about the message. Well, he's received the message and he's responding back in his own right. What Omega did last week, as cowardice as it may be, it woke up Jericho and it made Jericho realize that if anyone wants a fight, Jericho's not going to say no. So it's Survivor Series to the Elite, to SmackDown, to whoever it matters to. Chris Jericho accepts on behalf of the Horsemen. He will fight the Elite at Survivor Series, and he will prove who the best group is. And that you don't mess with the 4 Horsemen. You don't pick on ECW. Jericho is ready for a fight. The Horsemen is ready for a fight. The Elite are ready for a fight. Man alive, Survivor Series just got even more interesting. Well, there we have it, and now I'm at a true crossroads in that one. Do I side with my beloved Elite? Do I go with them lot? Or do I go with my own brand's 4 Horsemen? Even I'm torn in that one, and I don't know how to react, but... making life incredibly difficult for me there. I'll see, I'm excited anyway. To have that match happen in the Survivor Series, thank you very much. Horsemen and Elite, Dangerous Alliance, Bullet Club. Oh man, is it going to be a good one? That one, I absolutely cannot wait for. But before we get any further, before we get ahead of ourselves, we got to focus on this one. We got to focus on this match coming up right now. Tetsuya Naito to go one-on-one against the glorious one, Bobby Roode. Roode's been on a string of wins ever since No Way Out, defeating Samoa Joe 2 weeks ago and Baron Corbin last week. Now tonight, to prove that he deserves a title opportunity without a shadow of a doubt, he will go one-on-one against Tetsuya Naito. What title it'll be? Well, if he gets the win here tonight, I may have the decision by next week. Naito is actually going to wrestle with his shirt on, apparently, as well, as he has not taken it off. Not too sure how to react to that one, but here in Belfast, they're ready to sing the tune for Bobby Roode. And here he is, the man himself on his very lonely pedestal. Guys, can we actually get some smoke? We're a ratings machine. We got the best ratings last week, and you're trying to tell me we can't make some smoke happen for Bobby Roode's entrance? It's a very simple job. Look at the shine there, though. Coming off of the Glorious One's robe. He had a great match with Corbin last week, a true back and forth contest. Both men had to give it their all in order to become, in the words of Bobby Roode's song, victorious. But it was Roode who was the winner at the end of it all. And now we will see what Roode can do here tonight against Tetsuya Naito. If Roode wants to show that he deserves a chance at the ECW Television Championship, well, a win here tonight would certainly show that to be the case, because let's remember, it is it's not it's not an easy thing to defeat Tetsuya Naito, and on top of that, Naito has faced Aleister Black in the past as well, has come close to beating him. So without a doubt there, Naito knows what it's like to go face to face with Aleister Black. But as for right now, Bobby Roode is going to go face to face with Tetsuya Naito and try and get a big win for himself here. Seems awfully confident about himself and of his ability. Bobby Roode in the zone and ready for this matchup. Let's see what will happen here. I'm excited for this one. I may not have the most respect for Roode ever. Well, I know I do respect Roode. Just once he got on the wrong side of Seth Rollins, it's obvious who I'm going to back in that whole regard. But Bobby Roode here tonight against Tetsuya Naito should be a great technical wrestling matchup, I think, and when Naito brings out those high-flying moves, Roode may well be tested. So this could be a case of anyone's match, but the momentum recently for Roode, his bounce-back ability from No Way Out in his defeat to Seth Rollins on that night, really could well guide him onto another win. Momentum goes a long way towards victory, and Bobby Roode is looking to continue that on. Tetsuya Naito definitely going to wrestle with a shirt on, alright? Didn't expect that to happen, but okay. You're not in bad shape, Naito. Don't have to not wear a shirt, but okay, we're underway here. And Naito right from the bat. He picks him up the fireman's carry and just kind of slams him there. Back down on the mat. Roode off to a bit of a uncomfortable start, but he's able to pull out his own reversal, little Death Valley driver. And now Roode is going to start with the strikes here on Tetsuya Naito and going to hang him out to dry maybe. Yes, he will. Stun guns him on the rope there. Let's see what Roode will do, given the opportunity to go for victory. Lovely. Fireman's carry cutter, Michael Bennett-esque with that one. I said the word esque like an absolute buffoon. But oh well. Counter back by Naito there. Of course, let's not forget, if Naito picks up the win in this one, it's a great opportunity for him as well to poke his head through the door at another championship opportunity. It's one thing for Roode to pick up the win given his recent momentum, but as I said with Sheamus earlier, you pick up a win over a big guy, and the rub you get, it just kind of shows that eyes should be on you, attention should be going your way. Beautiful Hurricanrana there by Naito. And Roode quick to recover. Up on the shoulders here, what will Roode look for this time round? Oh, fireman's carry neck breaker there by Bobby Roode. Beautifully hit, only a 1 count. And now Roode is looking pretty damn in the zone right now and going to work in Naito in his own way. The knees dropping here onto Naito one after the other. This is clinical Bobby Roode. This is classic Bobby Roode. Lovely sweep of the leg though by Naito. He knew exactly what he wanted to do and he caught it on the money. Going after the arm now. Trying to take away the glorious DDT from Bobby Roode. Now trying to wear him down. Got a good chin lock stitched in here. Referee completely in the way of it. Good thing he got out of the way there and got really locked in deep. But there is good stuff from Bobby Roode. Gets his way out of it. And once again making life difficult for Naito to try and get momentum going in this one. Bobby Roode is really dictating the pace of this matchup. Fireman's carry, flapjack, one-handed as well by Roode. As if that wasn't smug enough. Roode is completely in the zone right now and he's letting everyone know that's the case. Clubbing blow in the back there. Will Naito be able to capitalize? He will be able to. Naito turning things around into his favor. Makes Roode pay for getting too confident and sends him to the outside. Thought for a second Naito might have thought about taking flight. And it seemed he didn't. Bringing him up here just to drop him back down. What an overhand punch there. And Naito will send Roode back in the ring here. In control of this match right now. What can Naito deliver here? Got him in position. Got the arm trapped. Dumps him down there. Beautiful move by Naito. He's in position. Will he look to try and win this one? He did, but Roode counted his way out of it. Beautiful stuff by Bobby Roode. But he couldn't capitalize there. Oh, Roode getting underhanded. Roode doing anything to win. And Bobby Roode knows that to be just the case. Roode now on the cusp of victory because of it. Glorious DDT. Roode into the cover after it. 1, 2, 3. Bobby Roode wins, but from far from conventional methods. Oh, the low blow to Naito proves that Bobby Roode, the glorious one, is not afraid to get a little bit underhanded if it means getting the win. Oh my god, no time to celebrate his win! The ECW television champions here. Aleister Black is here. Black just exploded from nowhere. I assume in amongst the dark of Bobby Roode's, as the spotlight was solely focused on him, Black capitalized. The champ now, after hearing enough words about Roode potentially challenging for him, is sending the challenge his way now. Double foot stomp to Roode. And we know what's up next. And there's no way Roode can escape it. Black Mass! And that will finish Bobby Roode here. Oh my god, floored him with it. I bet he's awfully happy with his job in that one. Aleister Black there stands atop Bobby Roode right now. And the ECW television champion, much like Kenny Omega did recently, has sent the challenge to Bobby Roode. Wow, that was something to behold there. Roode down and out, but he is your winner over Naito. We'll move on now to our next contest, Cruiserweight action. Rich Swann, one-on-one against Neville. Alright, well here we go. I'm hoping for a close contest from this one. Rich Swann, one-on-one against the Cruiserweight champion himself, Neville. Been a great night for the Horsemen so far. 2 wins from 2. Both very difficult wins, to be fair, for the Horsemen, but Swann has perhaps the most difficult match of them all, maybe. He's got to take on a champion here, and only his second match as a member of the 4 Horsemen. Rich Swann was unveiled as the final member of the 4 Horsemen last week. He successfully defeated TJ Perkins in that one. And now he looks to continue on here. His recent streak, I guess you could say, or the 4 Horsemen streak of wins here tonight, by making it a great 3rd one for them. And it could happen. Don't get me wrong. Neville's a great athlete, but we've seen him as of late make a lot of mistakes, and a lot of losses as well. Lost to DIY in singles competition. Both members of DIY by that I mean. So he's lost to some athletes in the past, and he might make another mistake here and lose to another great athlete here tonight in Rich Swann. But we'll find out. The lighting getting very dim as here comes the self-proclaimed king of the cruiserweights. There is Neville. Ditch the cape. Ditch the flamboyant entrance. Neville just focused on one thing, and that's going towards the ring. And that is the man in the ring as well, Rich Swann. Ever since Neville changed his mindset up, ever since he changed how he acts within the ring, has brought a lot of success Neville's way. That Cruiserweight Championship, which he has held since July, since winning it at Money in the Bank, just over 3 months ago at this stage, maybe 3.5 months, I'm not too sure. I don't think it is. I think it is just over 3 months, but it has been a great reign for Neville anyways, and he looks to continue it on for some time. The king of the cruiserweights believes he is undefeatable and that no one can stop him, and to be fair, he has shown that on an awful lot of occasions. He overcame suicide to win that title. He is the only man to ever retain a title in a ladder match in this universe. He defeated DIY in a triple threat match. He's overcome some great athletes, and Neville will look to overcome another great one here tonight against Rich Swann, and explodes out of the bat there with a tilt-a-whirl DDT. This is Neville showing that he's not here to play around. He's not here to have any fun. He's not here to dance like Rich Swann is. His mindset is wrestling. His mindset is beating up Swann and making him pay for it. Drop kick into the head there by Rich Swann, and it's a good start so far for Swann, to be fair. Neville came exploding out of the blocks, but Swann has made him pay for it. Lovely elbow. Not really to show, like, not really lovely now that I think about it. Very elbow drop. Rich Swann still maintaining a degree of control as Neville's not getting off to the freshest of starts yet. Up again on his knee there, but Neville this time counters his way out of it, and this could be the opening that the King was looking for. Up on his shoulders. Oh, almost like an F5 there. Fireman's carry face plant, I think is the best way of putting it. Or face buster. Oh, look at that by Neville now. Very uncharacteristic maneuver is what we would say in the past, to be fair. This is very much like Neville now, and here goes the King with some of the greatest high flying out there. 450 from that far away as well. Had to jump a good half of the ring in order to hit Rich Swann. Neville in control. Great stuff thus far from both men back and forth in that ring, and lovely quick arm drag. Swann just trying to catch a breather. Neville not letting that happen. The King of the Cruiserweights is inflicting his dominance over Swann here. Michinoku driver, maybe something like that. Counter there by Rich Swann. Reverse DDT. And here goes Swann now. Once again as Neville up in that position. Going to send him into the ropes. We could see something highly agile from Swann. Oh, well, it's not the agile move he was looking for. Sent to the outside. Neville seemed awfully happy about what he just pulled off there. Oh, God, on the outside now. No, Swann pulls out the reversal, and again, another reverse DDT for Neville to endure. But Neville quick to counter. These two men going very back and forth. And Neville, I think, has had a lot more the harder hitting offense. Swann, though, looking to try and get his name in that regard. Hurricanrana. Referee up to 5 now, I think, on the count. Might be 6. Well, it'll be 6 now. I don't know. I mean, yes, it is. Okay, we're up to 7, and Swann is going to return them back into the ring here. Rich Swann able to turn things around nicely for him there. And now Swann in position. Looking for the win. Not looking for the win. Looking for a high-flying move. Cross-body. Springboard cross-body. Neville trying to get to the outside. Swann not allowing him to. What will we see now from Rich Swann? Standing moonsault. Thing of beauty there. Swann connected with that one on the money. And, oh, a spinning roundhouse kick there for Neville to endure. This could be a great opening for Swann to go to the top rope. This could be a huge upset on its way. And a great night for the Four Horsemen. Rich Swann. Phoenix splash to Neville. He got all of it. Swann into the cover. This could be a huge win for him with 1, 2. Rich Swann beats Neville. Wow. Neville had control for an awful lot of that match, but that didn't mean anything to Rich Swann. Another win for Swann, and what a win it was as well. He just beat the Cruiserweight champion. Incredible by Rich Swann. Absolutely outstanding. We may have our new #1 contender for the Cruiserweight Championship discovered already. That was amazing. That was, yeah, I'm genuinely awestruck from that one. That was incredible by Rich Swann. What a win for him there over Neville, and the King of the Cruiserweights once more showing a problematic time within his kingdom, and the very foundations of it could be crumbling. Great win for Swann. Great night for the Four Horsemen. And now we know, of course, confirmed, the Horsemen and the Elite at Survivor Series. The question is, which of the Horsemen members will go to battle against the Elite? I guess we'll find out maybe Rich Swann could be preoccupied with something else. Well, we'll see at a later date, I guess. We'll find out next week when this whole saga continues on. But as for right now, we move on to our main event. AJ Styles and Seth Rollins. Don't go anywhere. This is going to be an incredible main event. Well, finally, you've waited all night for it, and now it is here. Your main event of the evening, AJ Styles and Seth Rollins. I say you've waited all night for it. You've probably more than likely skipped to the main event more than what you've actually watched the rest of the show. I know how you work. Anyway, here he is, the phenomenal one himself, AJ Styles, one half of the ECW Tag Team Champions alongside the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. But that is not what we're here to talk about tonight. We've already talked about the Tag Team division. What we are talking about instead is AJ Styles and this match against Seth Rollins. What promises to be an incredible contest between two incredible athletes who in the past have met for that ECW Championship. When the title was on the line, Rollins then in his second reign walked out the winner. Now in his third reign and seemingly more unstoppable than ever, Seth Rollins looks to make it another win for himself over the phenomenal one. But AJ Styles will look to make sure that that doesn't happen here tonight in Belfast. Both these men seem pretty ready and seem like they're on their way to put on an absolutely phenomenal contest. We'll see if that'll be the case between Styles and Rollins. You know it's going to be the case, to be fair. That's why ECW is the A brand. That is why we're always putting on the greatest matches of the week, the greatest show of the week, each and every time we put on a show. And we have the greatest world champion in the world. We have the greatest world champion of all time. That is this man, Seth freaking Rollins. And Rollins is ready to battle here tonight. Not getting screwed out of a chance as he was last week by the whole Elite Invasion. This time, it is all about Rollins and Styles one-on-one. And does he look ready to do battle? That's our champion. That's the man who we can look up to. That's the man who we can, who helps me go to sleep at night, reminding me of how great ECW is. All of this wouldn't be possible without a champion like Seth Rollins, the record-setting, 3-time ECW champion. Without a shadow of a doubt in my mind, the greatest wrestler of all time. No question about it. Diamond Dallas Page threatened to kill ECW. Well, Rollins put an end to that all back at SummerSlam. And from that moment on, no one and nothing has stopped this man from achieving greatness. No one has stopped this man from being able to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim ECW into his own vision. And look at this place, thanks to Rollins. The best ratings of the week, the best set out of everyone, and always on the move. Last week we were in the US, now we're in the UK. What an incredible place ECW is, and it's all thanks to Rollins. Well, here we go. Let's get ready for this main event. Champion versus champion. An incredible caliber of main event being brought to you here tonight. First time we've seen these two men in ring since, well, in Styles' case, since before No Way Out. Nice work there by Styles, though, to get that Fujiwara armbar position stitched in, as Sheamus was able to do earlier in the night. And Rollins, just like Jericho was able to do, gets his way out of it. Nice little bit of counter back and forth between both men as they go through the feeling out process. Styles now has him up on his shoulders. Fireman's carry. Oh, what was that? Fireman's carry. Elbow drop, I think, goes by Styles. Cover after it. Felt ambitious and got a good 2 count. Very nice move by Styles right away there. And he's got the better of Rollins right now from the start. Kick in the gut. Pump handle, nothing as Rollins pulls out the counter. There's the expert reading of the architect. There's the greatest wrestler alive, working things into his favour. Seth Walker there, into the cover and an early kick out. No cause for concern just yet, however. As Seth Rollins continues on his work here. Lovely strikes there. Onto AJ Styles in a suplex small package. Don't think he got a 1 count from it though. AJ Styles making life very difficult for Rollins from the start. Counter there by AJ Styles now, who'll look for a power bomb and connects with it, drilling Rollins into the mat. Went for the splash though, and look at how quickly Rollins countered his way out of that. Moonsault! That was an incredibly high-angled moonsault. Rollins now up on the second rope. Phoenix splash! That's how you hit a real one, Rich Swann. Into the cover goes Rollins, and a kick out at 1. Great start. Absolutely incredible start to this match, as we expected, to be fair, from both athletes. But this match has mostly been Rollins from the get-go, who's been absolutely taking it to AJ Styles. Can Styles get a response going right now? He's in a bit of problems. Not getting much going. Up in a suplex. Floats over into a neck breaker. Thing of beauty there. Not going to disrespect AJ Styles for 1 second. I know how incredible of an athlete this guy is. I know how he gives it his all each and every week. Styles now drops him down with a neck breaker. Held him there for some time. Rollins couldn't fight out of it, and Rollins could be in trouble already. Styles going on the apron. Look at how Rollins crawls out of his way there. Oh no, Styles is still going to look for it. That's a hell of a long way to jump, but Styles decides against it. Counter by Rollins now. Rollins with an Irish whip here off the ropes. Countered back there by AJ Styles. Has him ripped in here. Uh-oh, this ain't looking good for Rollins. Reverse suplex. Uh-oh, this is problematic now for the champion. Come on, Rollins. And Styles looking for here. He's almost waiting for Seth Rollins for a second to try and get back up here. Not too sure why. Oh, that's why, so he can catch him out and dump him on the ropes. AJ Styles loved that move. Very a little bit underhanded, if you ask me. And these two men going back and forth now on the outside. Rollins, to be fair, there was no back and forth on the outside. That was all Seth Rollins, who continues on his domination. Avara Cadaver in the corner. And we know what the follow-up is going to be. Seth Rollins kick in the gut. Good night, AJ Styles. Curb stomp. Thank you. That'll end it. Cover by Rollins with 1, with 2. No! AJ Styles kicks out at 2. Rollins thought he had it. Styles showing him otherwise. Let's see what'll happen now. Styles with a chance to get back in this match. He's going to do just that. Here it is again. This elbow drop down with that fireman's carry. It's incredible work by AJ Styles. And now Styles in position. He's got Rollins right where he wants him. This isn't what I wanted to happen. Rollins in a big heap of trouble. Phenomenal forearm now. Oh no. Oh no. Cover on Rollins with 1, 2, and yes, Rollins kicks out at 2. Styles thought he had him there. Rollins thinks otherwise. Great counters by both men here in this one. Tiger suplex now with an expert bridge by Rollins. Only greatness would know a bridge like that. Kick out though by Styles. Standing moonsault as well by Rollins. So he continues to go to work here now. Both men showing a little bit of wear in this one. Oh, discus clothesline. And Styles now with a lionsault of his own to Seth Rollins. What's AJ Styles going to look for now? He has him up on his shoulders again. And he's going to plant him again with another fireman's carry neck breaker. Oh no, I didn't want this to happen. I thought Rollins was... Oh no, he's just playing with me. I know Rollins. He just likes to mess around. Likes to make people think that he can't win, but we all know in the end, greatness overcomes everything. And that's exactly what Seth Rollins is managing right here, right now. AJ Styles in a world of trouble. Or not, as he pulls out the reversal there, drilling him with a DDT. And he's going to go off the ropes again here. Oh, leap. Oh, what a knee. That caught Rollins right in the money. Oh, no. Oh, no. This could be a problem. Styles clash countered by Rollins. Incredibly countered as well. As he lifted him up there, Rollins used it to his advantage, pulled himself up with Styles' weight, and was able to pull that off. That is how you know how incredible Rollins is, able to use the slightest opportunities to capitalize, and now greatness will be on his way to victory. Superplex rolls through. Falcon Arrow leaves him prime and in position for this now. Rollins to the top rope. Eat your heart out, Rich Swann. Phoenix Splash by Rollins. But don't worry, he isn't done yet. Rollins isn't done by a long shot. Kick in the gut. And to finish it off, curb stomp. That is how you win a match. Cover by Rollins. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins, your winner here. What a back and forth match that one was. What an intense main event. But in the end, Seth Rollins is your winner. And we can all celebrate the victory of the greatest wrestler. Oh my God! No, it's Corbin! What is Corbin doing here? How did he get in here? When did he ever show up? Baron Corbin here now to get the jump on Seth Rollins. Sending him into the turnbuckle. Oh my God, again and again. Rollins, though, able to counter it. Sending Corbin into the turnbuckle now. He may well have endured a really tough fight. But he's fighting back here. Corbin blindsiding the champ, as everyone seems to do. Too cowardice to face Seth Rollins head on. Corbin tried to warn him last week, and now he's acting on it this week. Deep six. Oh no. No, no, no. Rollins, please. Rollins, don't. Get out of this, man. Corbin. End of days. And the champ is down. Baron Corbin just flattened the ECW champion. And as if that wasn't done, Corbin's got one last way to express himself, showing himself off to Rollins. I told you to watch out for me, and Corbin has struck because of it. If Seth Rollins wants to prove himself to be the great champion that he is, how about he stops talking and starts proving? Meet Baron Corbin in the ring next week, and if Corbin wins, he gets a title shot at Survivor Series. I'm not too sure if Corbin can go out there making challenges like that. I'm the general manager of this brand after all. But you know what? If he wants to open his mouth like that, you got it. Next week, Corbin and Rollins. If Corbin wins, he'll get the shot at Survivor Series.